So there's currently a lot of information, or should I say images, to cover for Hiya Toys and MonsterArts. Let's begin with Hiya Toys. They unveiled their Destroyer figure in person, and I gotta say it is looking fantastic, very vibrant, great amounts of details. From what we can see, the figure is looking very impressive. And up next, I told everybody, waiting is key to the best stuff. So now we have a Super Mechagodzilla, otherwise known as Super Mechagodzilla 2, with what it appears to be some laser accessories. This is going to be the final version that we see at the movie, fighting against Godzilla fully armored up with all of those extra upgrades. This is definitely going to be the one to pick up. And we do have a brand new Curio. This is the heavy armored one. That's basically the other version for Curio. Up next, a very exciting one, Godzilla Ultima, from the animated version of Godzilla. This is a very great surprise for everybody. This means a lot of stuff could have possibly changed for the future when it comes to more classic Godzilla from Toho, of course. They're also showing off their Final Wars Godzilla and MonsterX, alongside with other figures that we'll get onto. And I'm very excited. They're showing a little bit of everything from multiple eras. And again, Destroyer just looks so good. Destroyer is looking so good. One thing that I have to give props to Hiya Toys is their larger figures actually look like X Plus type of styling. Their details, their quality. It just screams top of the line quality here. And I just can't complain about it. It looks really nice. The wings, the details, sculpture-wise, the accuracy is all there. I'm very happy with this one. And we have Tiamat, I believe that's the name, fully colored this time, by the way. So what do you think about it? I think the color looks really accurate, very nice weathering with the pinkish and greenish throughout the body. Now, Biollante looks incredible. This is what I mean. They actually look like X Plus scaling. Their details. Look how small GMK is next to this Biollante. My God, it's impressive. This figure in general looks so awesome. The detailing, so impressive. This is definitely going to be a figure you want to have space for. Now let's go back to Godzilla Ultima. This one is very much different from MonsterArts, but it's also different from the anime version. If you recall, there was actually some differences and different concept arts that we saw for Godzilla Ultima. I believe there was like a magazine or manga where they showcased like early concept art and other designs they had in mind. I personally think it matches more what we saw in that sort of book, but at the same time it's accurate. Biggest differences, sculpture-wise, the tail, the texture around the body, it's very different from what we saw with MonsterArts and with the animated version. That's what I'm saying. It's still a prototype. We don't know if this is going to get fully approved, but I'm sure that it will eventually. I'm just surprised how good it looks. Articulation-wise, it's not fully there, but eventually it'll get there, I'm sure. Up next, we have MonsterArts. Now, they've been showing more figures. Slowly but surely, it's getting there. We have their version of Keizer Ghidorah, and gosh, this looks also very good. I honestly cannot tell which one is the better figure, Hiya Toys or MonsterArts. And again, there's no official release dates, prices, or any of that for all figures currently. They're just getting revealed as we go on. You know it's good when you can't tell which one is the better figure. I honestly think MonsterArts has delivered a fantastic Keizer Ghidorah. The paint job looks a little different. I would have to say it looks more dull on this MonsterArts than on the Hiya version. It looks more like golden, more vibrant, I guess. But regardless, it's still a fantastic figure. The articulation seems to be incredible as well. They are really stepping up their game. As I said in my last video, we are seeing a different side of MonsterArts. We are seeing them actually go back, reissuing figures and actually improving them in some capacity. Of course, we're seeing their reissue on Kiryu and their Millennium Godzilla. This is the Scar version after the epic battle between both of them. Believe it or not, this one is actually different from the original one. Sculpt-wise, the paint application is also different. So they're actually not using the older model to some capacity. We also see the collaboration between Godzilla and Evangelion. For people that don't know exactly what this is and calling it trash, it's not. Evangelion is such a classic old school anime. We also get to see the upcoming Biolante figure from MonsterArts. It looks really nice. The paint application on this one, you can actually see a difference for once when you compare it to the original and second release. I would have to say this one, you can definitely see a major difference in terms of paint wise. Articulation, it's yet to be determined, but it's usually the same sculpture, same, articulation. It's only going to be a paint difference that you'll see between the original figures and this one right here. As I'm making this video for MonsterArts, I'm getting notified that there's actually a classic Godzilla getting shown off. Currently, it's probably the one that we saw against Mechagodzilla, I believe. But according to this person, they're saying that they actually have a booth covered with a secret coming soon figure. And he says that there's something related with Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla or Super Mechagodzilla, which maybe it means that we're getting that classic or variant Rodan that we've been wanting for such a long time, that was shown off back in San Diego Comic-Con, I believe in 2013, 2014. If you know what I'm talking about, it's that brownish Rodan that we saw with some effects. That's probably what we're going to get, or some type of reissue. We don't know exactly what it is. It could either be another classic monster from the Toho line, or something with Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 2. Something along the lines of that. I don't know 100%, but there is currently a unknown and mystery figure to be revealed for MonsterArts. And of course, Keizer Ghidorah with more information. Stay tuned as we get more official information with release dates, prices. Of course, if you want the latest information, make sure to follow me at Facebook. That is where I currently post the most juicy details and the best information out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is RubiGamingx. I'll catch you guys next time.